Hello my dear students. Today I'll be explaining y'all the importance of directing. Children, the importance of directing, it can be understood by the fact that every action in the organization, it is initiated through directing only. As I have told while explaining the meaning of direction, that this directing function in the entire management process is the only function where the plan will be it will be put into action. The planning what is done, the organizing what is done, the staffing what is done. After that, in this directing function, the actual plan is implemented, it is put into action, it is put into reality. So that is the importance of this function. So directing guides towards the achievement of the common objectives. It is that only objectives are achieved, it is achieved the how we implement that. Implementation is done in this function. Through directing, managers not only tell the people in the organization as to what they should do, when they should do, and how they should do, but also see that their instructions are implemented in proper respective or I can say proper perspective. For example, in case of film industry, the director, how he wants the actors to act in a manner, the script will be ready, the plan will be ready, where the set will be ready, where it has to be done. If the person will not deliver the dialogue, or if he will not act in a way how it should have been done, if the director will not instruct, as per the instruction, if it is not done, then it will not reach the viewers. In the same way, the businessman also, the manager also, at every level, he should instruct his subordinates. The way he instructs, the same thing has to happen. Then only the direction can be done proper way, and the direction helps to achieve the common objectives of the organization. It's very often that this is an important factor in the efficient and effective functioning of the organization. If the organization has to be affected, the activities if it has to be done properly, efficiently and effectively, for both the things, for efficient working as well as for effective working, it is that the directing has to come, and the direction has to be done by the director, by every manager in the organization. Then only the objectives can be achieved. So let us discuss this thing through some of the points here. The first here is directing initiates action. Directing is helping to initiate action by people in the organization. If we want to achieve objective of the organization, it is people help to achieve. Otherwise, the machines, the physical resources, the financial resources, everything will be there where it is. That has to be managed. It has to be circulated. It has to be properly used by the people in the organization. So people in the organization takes that initiative, does some action, mobilizes these resources and does their work. So direction is making to initiate that action. For example, if a supervisor guides his subordinates and clarifies their doubts in performing the task, it will help the worker to achieve the target which is given to that subordinate. If the subordinate will be getting every information by the supervisor, if the supervisor clarifies everything, every doubt that will arise to the subordinate, it helps that subordinate to perform his task, to complete his task without any errors. Next is directing leads to integrated group activity. Directing integrates employees' efforts in the organization. in such a way that every individual effort contributes to the organizational performance. How many employees will be there in the organization? How many managers will be there in the organization? Every individual's activity, what they are doing is to achieve the objective of the organization. It means they, in a team as well as individually, they are led to achieve that objective. So directing is leading them to integrate their group activity, individual activity into a group. Those group will achieve that group activity, and at last the organizational activity or the objective will be achieved. So this directing ensures that individuals work for organizational goals. So this statement proves that individual, though they are working individually, but they are in a group, and that group's common objective is to achieve the organizational objective. Let the marketing have its own objective, let the department of research and development has its own activity, has its own aim, but all these departments in the organization are putting their hard efforts to achieve that common objective. So this individual is contributing to the group. Any individual in any department is putting their hard efforts to achieve the objective of that organization. So for example, a manager with good leadership abilities will be in a position to convince the employees working under him that individual efforts and team effort will lead to the achievement of the organizational goals. So you might have seen in a cricket, if 2 or 3 performers, if they perform less, that may not affect, but at least 2 or 3 strong candidates, if they perform well, that will cover the team performance, that will make the team to achieve its target. Of course, it is necessary that every individual has to contribute for their team achievement, for that group achievement, but yet individuals' performance, individuals' work, individuals' efforts in a team will lead to the achievement of the organizational goal. So here a leader will try to convince, in a team, captain will try to convince. He is in a position, should see that there should not happen any kind of a conflicts in his team. Otherwise, if the team will not have any coordination, then the entire team will fail. So a strong candidate as well as the weak candidate, together they have to simultaneously match their performance. So in that team, the captain tries to convince the employees, or I can say convince the team members to work hard, put their efforts, whatever their effort is, put their effort. That individual little help also will help the organization to achieve its target. So directing leads to integrated group activity. The next is directing attempts to get maximum out of individuals. Directing guides employees to fully realize their potential and capabilities by motivating and providing effective leadership. So here it is motivating which is done. The motivation which is done, it is done by a good leader. A good leader will always identify who is potential and how potential the employees are. When he will identify that, he will motivate them. He will tell them, appreciate them. If they are going wrong, he will correct them politely, might be, or by giving them more assignments so that he'll work on that, and he'll come to know his capability, that he can do it in a better way, he could do it that in a better way. So capabilities will be known, their employees will realize. So all that is done by a leader or a manager in that particular organization. So directing is guiding the employees to realize their potentiality, their capability. So this function, in order to achieve the target, in order to implement that plan actually, which is an action oriented process, this process is said to be action oriented process. So in order to achieve that, leader will motivate, he will tell all the team members, yes, you can do it. Okay, by telling that, they'll come to know that yes, even we have that potentiality, that capability. So motivation is helping the team members to achieve, to realize their potentiality. So this attempts to get maximum out of individuals. Next is directing helps to implement changes. Directing facilitates introduction of needed changes in the organization. Generally, the people have a tendency to resist changes in the organization. Usually, change is not accepted by everyone. At very frequently, they'll not accept the thing easily, so easily. They'll resist for the change. So directing is helping to implement that change. How directing helps? So effective directing through motivation, through communication, through leadership. If some change is happening, suppose manual accounting is being changed to computerized accounting. The acceptance of computerized accounting may not be accepted by the employees who are already working in the organization because they don't know about it. If you, being a leader, being a manager, if you give them the certain knowledge so that they can achieve that, then it helps to implement that change. Though they may resist, the motivation, the leadership, the communication, the way how you explain them, it helps to reduce such resistance and develop the required cooperation in introducing that change in the organization. Next is it provides stability and balance in the organization. So that stability and balance is possible. It is possible because this directing helps to foster the cooperation and commitment among the people. And it helps to achieve the balance among the various groups, activities and the departments. For example, individuals join the organization to satisfy their personal goals. Maybe some may come for salary, some may come for social recognition. So every individual will have their own goals, personal goals. Whereas organization has its own objective. Managers instruct, guide, supervise and motivate their subordinates to achieve that balance between individual and organizational goals. So that is said to be stability and balance in the organization. It is the only action oriented process where it balances the individual and the personal goals and brings that coordination and cooperation and achieves the objective because it is implementing the plan which is done priorly. So that is about the importance of direction. If a manager wants to introduce a new system of accounting, there may be initially resistance from the accounting staff. But if manager explains the things, explains the purpose, why it is being introduced, why the training is needed, and that training will be needed if that assurance is given, then that motivates the employees to do their thing. If additional rewards are given, then that at least motivates the employees like anything. For that additional reward, they'll accept the change, they'll learn the new things, the employees will accept the change and they will cooperate with the manager. That is about the importance of directing. Thank you one and all.